You thought you were about to go into the video game. I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking of Spoon 9000. I thought I was going to go into the video game that I'm about to watch. And to be honest, you are my doing fans. I'm just going to take you there right now. In style. Yeah. Style indeed. Here we go. Warning. For those who are under 21, yes, I'm looking at you and telling you, cannot allow to watch this video, episode, series, or even playlist without your parents' permission. If you are watching this without your parents' permission, then you are a silly person. It's not my fault, it's your fault. You have been warned. Hello, everybody, everyone, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, and strangers, and all them. It is me, Superior 9000, which call me Superior. Yes, that's right, the game streamer that the winners of the future becoming entrepreneur extraordinaire, influencer, pro game streamer, actor, model, influencer, broadcaster, and future wrestler. And yes, that is right, my doing fans. You read the title, we're back once again playing and continuing the story series of Amorous. The story continues. Now, before we get down to video game business, just go for down 3 face cuts down that made the end of my turn until I activate when the end of the recording streaming session. And if you're new to this channel, please press the red button to subscribe, press the purple button to follow, and even press the green button to like, follow, subscribe, and support. And once you press those three buttons, you officially join the Superior 9000 Empire Corporation International Industry Enterprise to make the channel bigger, better, stronger, and more noticeable in the future to all other social media account platforms and game streaming channel account platforms. Now, enough chit chat from your boys Superior 9000. Let's get to the video game business and let's get to work. And before I do, if you missed the previous episode, my doing fans, do not worry. Your superior will leave that in the description down below, so each one of you can watch it. And I'm looking at you and talking to you before we get into the video games. I hope each one of you own your chin clothes, got your drinks, got your snacks. I hope you've been to Lulu, that's the most important thing. And hope you're all chilling out on your bed, on the sofa, or even your gaming chair that you are watching the series. If you are, then enough chit chat from me. As I said before, let's get to work and let's get into the video game business. Okay, here we go, my doing fans. And let's see. Let's go to the club. Right, on the phone. Actually, no, wait. Gotta leave the bedroom. Oh, we'll leave the bedroom. Okay, now let's go on the phone. Okay, yeah, back to the club. That's the one we want. Let's see who we can find this time. Oh yeah, you gotta love this music, yeah. It is jamming. Ooh, yeah. You know, wait, can we talk to... Wait, we can. What's Amorous? Oh, who's the house club in town? Oh, and I'll be your babish. What's this evening? What can I do for you? Yes. I'd like to order it. You know what? I'll have a drink. What do you have in mind? Ooh, what should we have? Well, I'm not, to us, I'm not alcoholic person, I'm absolutely non-alcoholic. Here you go. Anything else? Do you do food? No, that's probably about it, really. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have a San Francisco drink, thank you, and thanks for making it. Anyway, let's go. Again, we'll go this way. Who should we talk to? Go. I don't know how long you've been standing there for, but it's got to be a world record. It has to be. And I'd definitely like to know what type of species are you. Let's see. Yeah, music's kicking in. There you go. Right, Going up. Let's see, well. See, everyone's having a good time, man. I really would not mind living this world. It seems so peace and joyful and freely. I must admit. I'll take the stairs. I think, you know what? Right, I'll go back in now. Oh, wait, can we? Can I move over here? Oh, wait, we could. Oh, that's right, I keep forgetting that, huh? Hang on. Wait, can I? Kinda. Here we go. I'll try this theory. Okay, I didn't know I could do this. Let's see. We want something a bit more. Well, there's a lot. There's a lot. I know what this is. We'll close one. There, we'll take it. Let's look at this person here. Despite being alone at the bar of one of the most active nightclubs I've seen in recent memory, my eyes was drawn to a slender fellow leaning over his book. He would sit there for a long moment, and then, without a clue, he would sort of fascinatingly in the leather journal spread out before him. Now that and then he would lift his glass from the bar and lean back, pausing to take a drink, as if someone was expecting him to. Mr. Dozu was underway, however, as each sip was followed by a glimpse of barely contained. Yeah. Okay, you know what? What did you also? I don't intensely focus on his notebook. Hunch over the table enough that he didn't notice when I see next to him. Casually watched as he moved, almost went from his writing to reaching for his glass and leaning to the wall of the bar. That's when he noticed me, and in a sudden fit of surprise, slowly shrunk down in front of his shirt. Oh. Surprise. Where did you come from, and who said you could sit here? Okay. There seemed more due to trying to bloat the expensive alcohol of his chest, rather than serious concern about my presence. Flagged down the waiter and ordered him another drink before offering him a napkin. It's a bar. I didn't realise the seat was taken. Anyway, I was interested in getting to know the only person working harder at nightclubs than the staff. I extended my hand across the table. My name is Superior. It's a pleasure to meet you. Took him a moment, getting as much as he could of his drink off his chest, and right before the seat napkin down and gave me a through looking over. Those bright blue eyes narrowed for a moment as he hesitantly offered his hand in return. As Steph replied, "Oh, Steph, I'm Steph. Is that how you should introduce yourself to people, Superior?" Oh, Superior said, "Not usually, no. I just noticed you are the one of the only only people not either dancing or relaxing with others. I was curious about what brought you to here. You don't seem like the type." Steph replied and said, "I admit in an escape, but it's also tell me look through the creative progress. Many famous authors immerse themselves in a popular culture of their day to draw new experience and observe people in new refinements. Interesting. I suppose that's true. I thought most of them indulged in parts because it was their particular interest more than strict research. You don't strike me as the type to write romance or erotica all through." Seth replied, "Why would you think that? I mean, I don't, but why would you assume that this is the only motivation for me to be at this club?" Superior replied, "And mostly because even though girls are wearing half the clothing you are, and because I came here with my brother COBY. Specifically because this is his favorite place to meet guys who I think you have to admit your choice of suggests something more than just curiosity about popular culture." Right now he was blushing furiously, the spot of red visible beneath his snowy white cheek fur. Despite his attempt at appearing aloof, something spoke about his related discomfort in being here. He said, "I'm not here to judge, it's just, well, interesting. I get enough stories from COBY to get an idea of how this place tends to function, and you appear to be actively avoiding that function." Steph, "Well, I'm on my craft, trying to push myself outside of my comfort zone, so I have a bit of experience to write from. It's sort of thing others do." Interesting. It's to say you're a writer. Maybe you're writing something I've heard of before. What do you have up there? Just a, well, not published per se. I'm building a body of work before I approach anyone. Wouldn't want to come off as some sort of digital. No. I suppose that makes sense. Others rarely have a single work to their name. Do you have something I could read or anything else? He set up something that had been something before, suddenly vanishing. His ears popped up as well, before he glanced to the side and then back at me. It took a long moment before he responded. Said, I suppose you could look over a couple of my things. It's all still a rough draft, though. I haven't had it run by an editor, so don't expect too much." Hesitatingly, he dug in the shoulder bag sitting beside him before producing another composition notebook that he sat down in front of me. Supplier said it's mostly scripted and song poetry. I know. It serves encouraged to play with the rhythms, but you have to find your muse when it comes. He watched it intensely over his work. It was mostly fluff fragments of ideas and the occasional clever rhymes, each piece seemed short as if it were cut off before completion. He seems to have trouble sticking to an idea. Maybe that's why he was looking for inspiration. Surprised as well. What do you think? I mean, I can't expect much from what I provide, but input is always appreciated. That's true, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna be if I'm aware myself. So, well, creating, writing, author. I'm still working on my stories in this universe. You know, for a writer, I'm gonna be nice. Who said I'm seeing quite a few good ideas here, an even more interesting take on the idea that you are pursuing. You really should seek publication. So, you're too kind, really. It's definitely the direction I'm going, but I feel like I need to work on it a little more before I get to where I'm completely comfortable with the idea. Spirit said, you seem very sensitive about your work. For someone who is writing in the public eye, Surprise said, well, writing is a ferry. It pulls quite deeply from my internal well. Everything I write is in some way a reflection of myself. I suppose it's easy to take things personally. Well, if I may be so bold, what brought you to the club tonight? Since you clearly ain't driven by a desire to quietly observe, nor are you obviously looking to get drunk or dance. I'm curious as to what your motivations is. Fair enough. Spirit said, I mostly, I guess, to keep myself occupied and distracted. Kobe, my brother, very much likes this place, but doesn't always want to go alone. I needed time away from my problems, and he wanted a ride, a match made in, well, a necessity. Surprised, well then, where else might you have gone if you had an option? Knowing the cost, location, or any of that. That's actually a good question, actually. Somewhat interesting here, and probably somewhat quiet, I would say. I tend to be a little more frustrated, and so I probably would have gone somewhere a little quiet, a library, museum, or something like that. Somewhere I can hear my own thoughts, Spirit said. He smiled, twitching at the edge of his mouth as he scrolled into his notebook. He tapped it against the page before looking back up at me thoughtfully. Surprised at being a bit out of your element too, then. I can certainly understand that feeling, but it's always good to break out of your comfort zone. He seemed to be rather thrilled with his pursued interrogation. He looked back up from his notebook with excitement. Surprised as so, being that we are in this club and you already expressed curiosity as to why I'm here. What do you like about this club? That's a good question. I'll be honest, quite a bit relaxing. Spirit replies that just here to relax, get away from all my dumb problems and enjoy myself. I've done 9 to 5, went for too much of my life already. Looking through, nodded a few times, smiled, pen dipped back down onto his notebook, and added a few more scribbles to the revealing pages. So, by goodness knows I need a break now again, too. A writer lives through seemingly absurd. It's packed with deadlines, creative blogs, editing. The list goes on. So, we established where you want to be and why you want to be there. But the big question is, who do you want to be there with? What kind of person would you be looking for at this club? Spear replies to that question said, I get the feeling that this is somewhat a pointed question. I also get the feeling that there is something more going on here than simple research. He shot me a treasure and placed a hand on his chest in shock. Clearly he was enjoying this intimate game of 20 questions. Someone handsome, someone interesting, someone more you. You know what, we're gonna go with probably that one. He's more interesting. I'm hoping to meet someone interesting, someone with stories and sort of confidence, charm that's interested in you. That kind of person you can have a good laugh or a thoughtful discussion with, Spears said. Apparently I said the right thing. A smile spread across his lips before resting the pen on the table. Without even looking to the notebook, he continued. Surprised, I agree completely. Looks can be nice, but if there's no substance behind them, then what's the point? A wholly rounded individual is far more important than just one aspect. Spirit said, alright, one more question, and then I really should find Kevin and figure out what he has planned for the rest of the night. Surprise, I suppose I have been praying pretty heavily. That said, you have been a very interesting character study, to say at least. It's rare I actually get to interact with someone. Because I hope I was more than just an intellectual diversion. Diversion, is that not the case? So I didn't mean it like that. I mean, it's been interesting talking with you. I've been here for a couple of hours already, and you are the first person who stopped to talk that didn't want to take a drink or order. I smiled and leaned on the bar. He was awfully cute when he desperately tried to regain his composure. Spear says, so, what's the last question? He hesitates, glancing down at his notebook for a second before scribbling something in there. As he looked back up, I could see his cheeks were still quite flushed. Seb said, I was heading to the library tomorrow to do some research for a story, and there was a reading I was thinking of going to. Could I convince you to come along? You know what? Let's do it. Spear said, sure, I'd love to. What time? Surprise said, really? I mean, great. The reading is a little before noon, but I'll be there early. Let me give you my number so you can call me and let me know when you'll get there. Of course. Tore off the corner of the notebook page absently and leaving a snippet of the poetry in the upper half and passed it to me. So Clyde said thanks. It'd be nice to have someone else there. It's always a little awkward to go alone. So people I said, sound like a date then. So replied and said, I suppose it is. I need to get going. But I'm sure to call me as soon as you are up. I'll make sure to save us a seat. After gathering his things, he shook me an adorable smile and strolled off towards the door. I folded up the paper and slid it into my pocket. Fair enough. Let's go around here. What's up? I'm gonna head home, Grub. But I'll see you. Never mind. You can see her. Not much. Just see you later. Okay. Good luck and check it. Yep. Take care. Well, better head back to bed and have a night night. And where's Mr. Save? There we go. There we go, all done. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and your ages, I'm going to end the video here. But if you like this, then I'm going to add my 3 face down cards. First, I took my first face down card. Describe me, also legendary Professor or futuristic champion and Pokemon others. But wait, I'm not done just yet. I took my second face down card. Please press the red button to subscribe, press the purple button to follow, and press the green button to like, follow, subscribe, and support. But wait, I am not done just yet. I took my third and final face down card, which I'll leave this in the description down below, so you can follow me on social media and Universe World website. And the social media Universe World website are Discord, Steam, Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and of course Twitch and Kick. And once you use follow, subscribe, and support me, you fish join the Superior 9000 Empire Corporation International Industry Enterprise to make the channel bigger, better, stronger, and more noticeable in the future to all other social media account platforms and game streaming channel account platforms. This is Superior 9000, the game streamer that knows in the future of becoming entrepreneur extraordinary influencer, pro game streamer, actor, model, and co-writer, broadcaster, and future wrestler. Signing out. Okay, everyone, take care, stay home, be safe, wash hands, give this away, and of course, most importantly, and I repeat most importantly, remember this, wear a mask, and I'll see each one of you on the next video. But before I go, I have one thing to say. Lots of game streamers like myself, Wolfson, Legendary, and others can do big things, especially online video game streamers. We've got just that name such. Click on. Thank you for flying Superior 9000 Pirate Chat. We have enjoyed these videos. Support, subscribe to this channel and other platforms as well.